Yes!
Woohoo!
Yes!
Yes. Yes.
Scott Reece, how are you, brother?
I'm well, Doug. How are you?
I'm well, thanks, man. Did you have a nice weekend?
Yes. Got to think back. Did
Think
I?
back.
Yes.
It's
Yes, I
still
did.
kind of technically yeah. It was good.
It
Cool.
was. I watched the first episode of the Harley Quinn cartoon.
Okay.
Uh, don't know if you're into cartoons or superhero cartoons, but it looks like the animation style is Saturday morning cartoon, but there's violence that's way too graphic,
Oh.
and like they throw in lots of fucks and shits and
Oh.
stuff like that.
Sounds
So
awesome.
definitely for the adults.
That sounds great. Wow. I
If,
like
if you're if you're into that kind of thing,
I like fucks and shits.
who doesn't?
I mean, nobody I know. So, man, what are you working on?
I worked on Wish You Were Here,
Mm-hmm.
the intro. Um, I went back and did my 12 bar blues a couple times uh, for fun, and I looked at so I'd gotten the sheet music for Wish You Were Here, and I tried a little bit to do the the vocal part
Mm-hmm.
with the just the chords, um, and it's at the very top of my range, so it's a little bit of a challenge to get up there, but something I can work on.
You know, man, do you have a capo?
I don't.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Because one of the great things about the guitar is you can use a capo to change the key, and it's very easy. So you could put "Wish You Were Here" in a different key that would work for your voice.
So my vocal coach also we had this discussion. She got me the sheet music for a lower register, and I was looking at the chords, and it was like a bunch of shit I didn't know. But like several of them that I did see were bar chords, which yeah, like
What's
that's
cool? Excuse me. Was it a piano arrangement with guitar chords?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. What's great about guitar is, let me just give you an example. So here's my capo. Um, if I capo it at the third fret, right? Right? So now I'm in a completely different key. The thing about the capo is you're going to play the same chords. So now this is sort of the new nut, right? So you're playing the same shapes relative to the capo that you would in the first position. So you wouldn't need to learn any new chords.
Okay, so here's something I don't understand. So as I move up the fretboard,
Mm-hmm.
my notes get higher.
Correct.
So if I capo, let's say the third fret, that puts me in a higher key, doesn't it?
It puts you, I mean, the chords will be higher. The chord voicings will be higher. Everything will be higher. But if you do it right, so yeah, the guitar part's not going to sound exactly the same. but you can do it in a lower register, right?
Hmm.
I know it's kind of a weird thing, but and it every sort of singer songwriter uses a capo just to get the perfect fit for your voice, right? Do you happen to know what key the new version that you have is in the vocal sheet?
I don't.
Okay. Do you happen to have the sheet music nearby?
I don't have it. I don't have it printed out.
Okay.
Uh,
Um.
I can pull it up.
Okay. If you want.
All right, you still there?
Yeah.
There are 3 flats.
Okay. So, kind of an organic way to do it, maybe a way that would make more sense is so when you sing Wish You Were Here, so is the first part that you sing, right? So, so, oh, yeah, so. Those are the first notes. So, it's like watching a monkey fuck a football, right? So now if I go up to the 5th fret with the capo and I play so, right? So you think you can tell. So you're right. So in that case, I am singing higher, right? So, but if I do it an octave lower, so you think you can tell heaven from hell. See what I mean? And so if
Yeah.
that's too low, just bump it up here. Woo. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. See? Yeah.
I hear you. That makes it sort of sound a little ukulele-ish
Mm-hmm.
with the notes that high.
Yeah. Okay, I feel you. I hear you.
Which, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Well, there's another option. Another option. You can change the tuning of the guitar. You could tune it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you could tune it down, and then it would be just a little bit lower. With your guitar, I wouldn't recommend tuning it more than 1.5 steps lower. So, like if you had an E, you went to a D. So then you tune the whole thing relative to this down, basically 2 frets. You could try it that way, and then it won't sound like a ukulele. I hear what you mean, man. The timbre is totally different. And then, of course, the other way would be to learn all those other chords too. So probably the easiest way would be to use a capo, but it's not ideal Second
Okay.
easiest way would be to tune it down, which is not hard, and it's kind of a cool thing to do. You can learn more about your guitar, and your tuner probably supports it. But if not, I can show you how to do it. It's not that hard. Yeah, so
I don't know yet. Um,
think about it.
yeah, I I'm also thinking about just working on "Wish You Were Here" in the original key and practicing trying to be able to sing up there.
To get your voice up. And so is
Yeah.
it which part of it is really high for you? Is it like heaven from hell up there?
Yeah.
Uh, That's kind of the highest that he goes, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
So I also know how to help you to increase your vocal range. So I guess that would be option 4, which I think is a great option too. Um,
What? Well, what would that look like?
okay. So when I have a gig, I warm up my voice and my fingers at the same time. And that just involves learning part of the major scale. Um, and it looks like this. So it'd be like no 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 no. No 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 no. And then I go up chromatically. No 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 no. And I just keep going until I get to a really high part. So basically the idea is you're just strengthening your vocal muscles,
Mm-hmm.
and you're practicing singing each individual pitch, which is great for everything. And you're also learning a cool guitar part, so you can do it at the same time, nice and slow. And then as you get to higher notes, you can back up, go back to it, back up, go back to it, and kind of keep going. So you can, over time, over a few weeks or whatever, you can increase your range. So that's part of it. And then the other part, which your vocal teacher probably told you, is a huge, huge thing to be super hydrated before you sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there really aren't, I've never really seen any of those sort of throat recipes that really do anything better than water. Some people use like throat coat tea and they have a special spray, and it's all bullshit. It's all just hydration. You just have to drink a lot of water. And that's the other thing I do. If I have a gig, I drink tons of water where my pee is super clear, and I run through those vocal warm-ups, because the one way that you do it is in what we call chest voice, the way I was singing now,
Yeah.
or and then of course falsetto, right? No, 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 no. Falsetto, right?
Yeah.
So if that sounds interesting, and the pattern is actually not that hard, I can teach you if you like, or you can think about that as well. So
Well, let's give it a shot.
yes, it's a winning attitude. Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start with F. First finger on the F string, or on the F note, E string. So we're gonna go F and the pinky, and you don't have to stretch. F, pinky to the 5th fret. Yeah, so. Beautiful, okay? Second finger is gonna be on the A string, 3rd fret. Third fret. Yeah, man, that's great. And the only other thing is one more D string 3rd fret. And that's the whole thing. Yeah, man. Beautiful. Man, you're really improving. Great technique. Sounds nice and clean. And so when you get here, excuse me, I'll use the word no. So I sing no, 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 no. I do 4 of those. No, no, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back down. One, 2, 3, 4, and back down.
No, 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 no.
Okay. So I can see from that that is lower than your range. And it's at the bottom of my range too. Like I can barely, no, I can't really, no. It's not very clear. Let's go up to the 5th fret. So we're going to start with that A, and we're going to do the same pattern. So it's going to be 5th fret, starting on the 5th fret, pinky on the 9th fret. 5, 9.
Wait, 5.
Yeah. Make sure you do 4 when you're up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and return.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And
1, 2, 3.
yeah. No, 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 no. See how that feels.
No, no, no. No, no, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think that works for you, man. It's a little bit below your range, but when you do the vocal warm-ups, you can increase your range in both directions.
Mm-hmm.
So you're very, very close. It's just that first A note. No. So then what you would do is just go up chromatically. And the way that I like to do it is I like to play the chord first. So I'm starting at that 5th fret, which is an A note. And do you kind of know how to figure out where the notes are, right? Have we talked about that much?
I do a little bit, but it's like I got to think about which string, and then like count up, and it's cumbersome.
Yeah. I think the best thing is to just learn the natural notes first. And so the rule of thumb is, and it's true if you're looking at the piano, it's every other fret when going between letters except from E to F and B to C, right? So if we start with the open E string, F is right next door, right? And then we skip a fret, G, skip a fret, A, skip a fret, B, next door is C, skip a fret, D, skip a fret, E. And that's the 12th fret, and you should have double dots there on your fretboard. Yeah, that's kind of the magical place. So that's where your octave is again. Every apple does go bad eventually, right? So then it repeats. So it's not super, super important right now. You'll get it the more you practice it, but really that's,
Why does that one have double dots? Because it's the octave?
It's because the octave, yeah. And it's also the half, if you measure the distance of the string, It's the halfway point between the nut and the bridge.
Oh.
And so you can get really cool sounds like this. You can get really cool harmonic sounds. So yeah, the 12th fret is pretty magical, in my opinion. Dude, nice. Yeah, you're just lightly touching it with your whole pinky, just barely touching it. Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to bridge it.
And then what you do is, if you look at my left hand, so, and this is an interesting thing. So, right, we've talked about the sweet spot, right? So remember I said the sweet spot is going to be right there.
Yeah.
It's not on top of the wire because you can see the wire, this fret wire is actually what makes contact with the string to make it shorter, right? So when you play the harmonic, you lay your pinky on top of the wire because you're sort of emulating that fret wire. Yeah, man. That sounds good. And the lighter you touch it, the clearer your harmonic is going to be. Do you remember there was a band called Triumph, a Canadian power trio?
Yeah.
This is just an aside, but I'm going to show you really quick. It's kind of cool. If you ever get into finger picking, and if you go, they have an intro to one of their songs that's all harmonics, and it's like this. Isn't that cool? Anyway.
Yeah, I think I recognize that.
Yeah, it's called Midsummer's Daydream. Yeah. So anyway, back to this current daydream. Thanks for indulging me. So we're gonna start with A to do your vocal warm up. Meow 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 meow. So what I was saying before is, I like to play the full bar chord there, but I don't expect you to because I don't think you want to right now, and maybe it's not a good time. But remember, you can just play the power chord. Oops. I'm a little out of tune still. Yeah, so because you just want to get that reference tone before you sing the notes, right? Yeah. No, 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 no. Hey.
No, 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 no.
Nice, man.
A little off
It's all right.
on that low note, but
It's all good, man. Yeah, it will improve if you do it. It's just like lifting weights. It's just like you tone these muscles, and it will be amazing. So then what I do is I move up chromatically. So there's A. I move up one fret. A sharp. No, 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 no. A sharp.
no, 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 no.
Beautiful. Now we're gonna move up to B. No, 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 B.
No, 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 no.
Nice. B, C. No, 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 C.
C, C. No, 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 no. Let's see.
So you're gonna be on the eighth fret.
8.
yeah, so maybe
No.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Maybe because you're learning two things at once,
Yeah.
you could just work on playing the guitar part.
Okay.
And then once you feel like you have that down, you can devote more bandwidth to singing with it, right? Because so when we're at C, your guitar is different than mine. You have probably a little cutaway right here, so you can get a
No.
little bit higher. You don't? Okay, yeah, but so my 12th fret is right at the body, and you have two more frets before it goes to the
Okay.
body.
Yeah. It's a
So
little...
so basically you play that until it becomes uncomfortable, right? So for me that's right about like the ninth fret for me. So what's cool about it is this pattern also works if you base it on the A string, right? So for example, if I go to the A string first fret, it's the exact same pattern. And of course, the power chord also works the same way. Went to a party in the county jail. I just can't. Yeah.
Cool.
So
So does this little vocal exercise have a name?
does it have a name? I got it from a vocal coach many years ago. I think he just calls it vocal warm-ups.
Hmm.
It's based on the major scale. You're leaving out a couple notes of the major scale. And it's just... But the reason I showed you on the A string is so for example, for me, if I get here and I can't go any higher on the guitar, but I want to continue to stretch my voice, then I would continue on the A string. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a great way to strengthen your voice, to increase your range, to make your voice on pitch for every note. And these vocal warm-ups are really great too because they also improve your speaking voice. So a lot of people who talk for a living, they do these so that, because for example, if you talk all day and you don't do vocal warm-ups and you don't hydrate, then you'll fuck up your voice. Or if you sing a lot, like Dave Matthews, he ruined his voice. He got nodules on his vocal folds because he never warmed up properly, and he had to have them removed, and now his voice is different. It's kind of interesting. I mean, it still works because it's rock and roll, but
Yeah.
it's one of those cool things, man. And it's when your voice is warmed up, you just feel more powerful throughout your day. It's really true. Like I used to do these every morning, and definitely when I do them before a gig, it's like a ritual that makes me feel really rooted and powerful, and it's amazing, right? Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, so the note that you're trying to reach is, so it's the, so I think you can tell heaven from hell. Yeah. So that's that's an E. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can do it, man, because I think your speaking voice is in the same register as mine. I think you would be a tenor, you know?
Okay. Sure.
Just, I mean, you don't talk like this, so I know it's possible. You don't talk like Barry White, right?
Not everybody can talk like Barry White.
I wish, man. Nobody sings like that, you know?
My nephew's got a really deep voice.
Really?
And like when his voice, like when it stopped changing and it settled down there, we were all like, "Oh, geez."
You'll never find. Yeah. Amazing, man. Yeah. One of my buddies can sing low like that, and I'm so jealous, you know? Can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah, man. So I think I think it's been about 30 minutes. Did you want to
Yeah. It
look at
has.
something else, or
Uh,
how are you
that's a
feeling?
good amount for now.
Yeah, and I'll send you the video too if you forget that pattern, but it's pretty, you took to it really quickly, so I would try, if you can review it a few more times tonight before you go to sleep, you can
Yeah.
solidify it in your memory, but if not, we got the video, baby. If not, we got the technology.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure.
For me as well.
Cool, dude. Hope you have a great week.
And you
Thanks,
as
man.
well.